Good evening and welcome to OTV's coverage of Dragons sports. I'm your announcer tonight, Ian Locke, and we have Notre Dame in town to take on your hometown Dragons in Varsity Women's Lacrosse here on ONTV. This is our first game of the 2019 spring season. We're glad you decided to join us for this telecast. Dragons coming to this contest sitting at 1-1 on the young season, dropping their opening match against the Wildcats from Oxford on the 21st, and then finding a W on the road against Huron on the 25th, so leveling their record at 1-1 so far on 2019 season. Some players to watch here. Allison Romanski, 8 goals so far in the first 2 games of the 2019 season. Also need to keep an eye on, that's number 26 and number 20, Natalie Mackey. Another offensive player that is putting some numbers up early in this season. But it's going to be fun bringing this to you. The weather's perfect for ladies lacrosse today. A little chilly, a little breezy, but the sun is out. We could have the alternative. We've opened the season with snowbanks on the sidelines. Luckily for us this year, that's not the case. And another exciting season of spring sports coming your way from ONTV and the kids at the Dragon Broadcasting Program and LOHS. You can see these games on NFHS.com throughout the season. We're going to step away real quick with a face-off right after this short timeout.
Lake Orion families are invited to hop on over to the Orion Center for the 2019 Bunny Bop on Saturday, April 13th, beginning at 9:30 a.m. Pose for a photo with the Easter Bunny, enjoy refreshments, create crafts, and take part in a hunt for Easter eggs filled with candy and other surprises. Children will be divided by age groups and are encouraged to bring their own basket. As for the older kids in the family, Orion Township is holding its first ever flashlight egg hunt on Thursday, April 11th at 7:45 p.m. Kids aged 9 to 15 are invited to come out to Fort Pontiac at Camp Agawam to hunt for Easter eggs in the dark. There will be plenty of photo opportunities at the 2019 Bunny Bop and Flashlight Egg Hunt. For more information, call 248-391-0304 extension 3500 or visit orionparks.com.
We're back, about ready to get underway here in this contest. Again, the Irish from Notre Dame Prep. Something that you may not know watching at home, but since the inception of this lacrosse program here in Lake Orion High School, Notre Dame and Lake Orion have had some classic matchups over the years, and these two have become fierce rivals. And for the third game of the season, Notre Dame controls the face-off here at Lake Orion, and they're on the move. Ball's dropped to the turf. Number 16 has it here for Notre Dame. That's Jacqueline Lee, the junior. Trying to set up the offense here for the Irish. Addition to number 9. That's Holly. On the near side with it. Rotated around. Nice crowd on hand for this contest. Again, great weather, perfect weather out here for early season lacrosse. Ball is on the turf. Dragons are in pursuit. Notre Dame is there to scoop it up. Again, the Dragons offense rolls through, looks like Allison Romanski, the junior midfielder. Notre Dame looking to probe that Dragon defense, but turned away nicely by number 20, Mackey. One thing you'll notice about the ladies' game here in lacrosse, there's not a lot of physical contact. And ball on the turf. Dragons defense doing a nice job of slowing down this Notre Dame offense.
So if you just kind of pull your finger.
Chapman with the ball, cuts inside, dishes it over to number 20. It's on the turf again. Jensen. A lot of loose balls here on the turf early in this contest. First half underway, just underway here. Notre Dame Prep against your hometown Dragons. Third game of the season for Lake Orion. Looking for a crease again. Dragon defense do a nice job knocking that away. Can't gain possession though. Notre Dame resetting their offense. Get over to 20, Jensen. She has it. Dishing it near side. Very patient offense here for Notre Dame. Patient behind the net are the Irish. Finding the open man. Ball and turf again. It's Caldwell with the ball. Far side. Very deliberate in their motions here. Dragons are just staying in front of them.
For a second so I can reset this.
Ball continues to cycle around. Again, rotating behind the net is with the ball. Time continues to roll here in the first half. Just 2 halves of play here in the women's game. Men play 4 quarters. Again, not one shot on goal just yet for Notre Dame Prep. Very deliberate in their attack. Cutting inside, collision. And what are they going to say? Foul on Lake Orion. Notre Dame will have a shot here.
Just kind of.
I think they keep him outside the ringed area there. Here we go. Decides not to shoot. Hang on to the ball. Number 9 with the ball that's Holly. Jessica Holly, number 9. As many times as the ball has been left on the turf here, Notre Dame continues to scoop it up and be first to the ball. Oh, nice pass inside. Cut off nicely by the Dragon defense and scoop. Collision there. They're going to call a foul on the Irish, I do believe. Yes, they do. Play resumes, and we're underway. Dragons looking to attack quickly. Surrounded by Irish. Another foul called. If you notice, whoever the foul is called on, they have to move behind the attacker, or the person who was fouled. Dragons go to midfield. And they're on the move.
Zoom on this one because it's kind of sensitive.
So number 35 for the Lake Orion. Call it 25. Is that Romansky? Maybe it's 26. Score! Early score! See what the announcement is. That was fast.
Now I'm going to follow him
28?
all the way to the center. And then as we get
that
there,
was
I just kind of
number
stopped
28,
following him.
Sydney Mazinski.
Sydney Mazinski with the goal here to put the Dragons up 1-0. It's 20-55 of the first half. One thing in lacrosse, scoring can come in bunches, especially if you get the momentum, and face-offs are key. You win the face-off as they come together. Something we saw a year ago, the Dragons were just masterful at face-offs, grabbing that ball and running down the field and scoring quickly. And Notre Dame decides to pull it back and reset the offense. Jacqueline Lee, number 16, gives it up. Again, cycling around behind the net. On the turf once again. Some accuracy issues on the passing here for the Irish. Could be the temperatures, a little chilly out there. Ooh. Dragon defender number 24 stood in the way. Paige Lagerquist took that one. That's got to hurt. Oh, nice pass out front. Score! Nice goal by Notre Dame, attacking from behind the net. I believe that was Lee. 20:03 of the first. Game's tied at 1.
There went a little bit too fast.
I think that was number 16.
Goal for the Irish. Number 16, Jacqueline Lee.
Jacqueline Lee, yes.
Assisted by number 12,
My
Margot
eyes are not failing me.
Circle.
I actually can see what's happening out here. All right, knotted up at 1. See if the Dragons can respond here. Face-off coming at 20:03 of the first. Dragon win the face-off, and they're on the move. Maki showing her speed, number 20 with the ball. Wisely cycles it back out to set up the offense. Dishes to 26, Romansky. Romansky is the main attacker, goes low and scores. Lower right 90, and she tallies one. It's just a matter of time before Romansky got on the board. Quick score, 19:40 the first. Nice job by the junior. They're going to rely on her quick legs and accurate eye to shoot. 2-1 Dragons lead here in the first. Lot of time left in this contest as the sun sets behind us here at Sports Complex at Lake Orion High School. And I'm Ian Locke for Orion Neighborhood Television. Glad you could join us for this telecast. Always fun to get out and about and back outside for spring sports. And we have a full slate of spring sports to bring you here on Orion Neighborhood Television and through Dragon Broadcasting and the NFHSnetwork.com. Select games held on the main football field will be streamed live, weather permitting, of course. Dragons win the faceoff again. Oh, nice spin move inside, all alone. Goes high and a save. What a save. Never listed as number 0. Don't have a name for our netminder here for Notre Dame, but what a heck of a save. Put in by the Irish, and they're quickly on the move. Dragons in pursuit. 22 has it. Topolewski, she gives it up to number 3. Wintermantle. Wintermantle dishes off to her teammate number 5. That is Brisley. Out front to 8, Wallace. Dragons keeping a close eye on this offense. Very deliberate offense here for the Irish. Wintermantle with the ball. The senior, wearing number 3, walking it around. Kind of lull you to sleep. The last goal we saw by Notre Dame was from behind the net to a cutting attacker. We see that play again, but it was guarded nicely by number 20 for the Dragons. That's Natalie Maki. Irish looking to curl it in, dishes it over to number 1. That is Curry. Curry changes her mind, gives it up to number 3 again. That is Wintermantle. Running all these feints into the middle, trying to pull the defense in. Dragons are not biting as of yet. Irish cycling behind the net. Time continues to roll here. 17:56 left in the first. Dragons up 2-1 on their rival, the Irish of Notre Dame Prep. Ball is on the turf and rolling. Should go back to, it goes to Lake Orion.
When it goes to the corner, we try to keep the audience out.
Nicely done. 41 with the honors here as we get play underway. Sydney Hisano. And she's met in the crowd trying to clear it out, and just a battle royale going down here. The Irish come out with it. Number 8 on the move. That is Wallace. So far, the Dragons have shown more speed than the Dragons out here on the turf today. Wintermantle, the senior, with the ball. Number 3 gives it up. Again, cycling it behind the net to number 2. That's Caldwell. 12. That's Zerko. Again, looking for that interior cut. Wintermantle keeps cycling him in. Oh, just missed the pass. We saw it. So that's 2 straight plays. We're trying to look for that cutter in the middle. Dragons scoop it up and around the move, and guess who has it? Number 20, Natalie Mackey, trying to move the ball upfield quickly. Oh, misplayed by the Dragons, and Notre Dame comes up with it. Some unforced errors for the Dragons here in the early going of the first half.
When they're close.
Brisley on the move, number 5 for the Irish. She's going to go coast to coast. Nope, little check there. Ball's dislodged. Notre Dame has it once again. So far, Notre Dame has held the offensive end. If you look at time of possession, Notre Dame would be leading in that category. Again, cycling it around, patient, very patient offense. Different than we've seen in some other squads that come in here to face the Dragons. Wintermantle with the ball out front, wearing number 3. Mackey shows defensive pressure. Cutting inside, trying to split the defense. Very tough to do. The Dragons come up with it, and they're on the move. I think that's Romansky on the dish, coming out to midfield. Scoop up and around and run. That is Ellie Baldwin, the midfielder. The junior on the move, showing some speed. Defended by 22, Topolewski. Baldwin trying to do a spinorama and is fouled. Dragons looking for the restart as time continues to roll here. Dragons up 2-1 on Notre Dame Prep. Ellie Baldwin with the ball, cycling behind the net. Number 9 out front, wide open. No name on that number here. Dishing it over to Natalie Mackey. Natalie has it. Oh, no, out front to Mackey. Trying to pull the trigger. Can't do it. Another save by the Irish defense.
Last Dragon goal was number 26, Allison Romansky.
Announcer reminding everybody the goals here. 2 goals by the Dragons. Baczynski at 20:55 and Romansky at 19:40. Oh, misplayed there by number 16, Lee. Dragons trying to get it. Can't do it. Lee recovers. Still has the ball. Offense for Notre Dame trying to get organized. Some room to roam here. Dangerous territory, and Notre Dame settles to pull it out. Jensen, number 20, gives it up. Again, cycling it behind the net. We've seen this before. Circle behind the net, dishes it out. Just inside 14 minutes left in the first half. Dragons up 2-1. Dragons come into this contest at 500. 1 win, 1 loss. The 1 win came to Huron. I believe Ann Arbor Huron, the Riverettes, just a day ago. And their first loss was to rival up the road, the Wildcats from Oxford. Dragons come out from it and they're moving. Nice long outlet pass to the Dragons. Oh, attack from behind. No whistle. Play continues. Those checks are usually called. They continue to roll. 2 has it for the Dragons. Beamer, Isabella Beamer up that far right side. Looking to move in, slows down, loses the handle, regains it back, can't get possession. And she's plowed under as the whistle, or the play is called dead. Sportsmanship by number 20, Caitlin Jensen for the Irish.
I don't know how much time is on the internal battery.
All right. Oh, missed play out front. Ball is free. Dragons in location there. Ellie Baldwin to pick it up. The midfielder, the junior, has it. 3 rolls around that right side. Should probably take it behind the net. We'll see what happens. Nothing open on this side. She will roll behind the net. Covered by Lee, number 16. Defended by number 15, Deagle. Little two-woman action here. Little give and go, splitting the defense, looking for a shot on goal, and it goes in. Nicely done by the Dragons, 28. Sydney Mazinski's second goal of the game. Ready for the face-off here after that goal. Dragons up 3-1. Last goal is at 12:21 of the first. 2-goal lead here by the Dragons. Not very powerful goals, but they trickle in here tonight. Oh, nice shot by number 5 for Notre Dame to answer. That is Claire Brisley. I think it was Claire Blizzey, number 5. Time stops at 12:09. You see what the official announcement is here at the PA.
Goal for the Irish, number 5, Claire Brisley.
It is Brisley. 2 goals for the first goal was by Lee at 20:03 of the first. Dragons up 1. 2-goal lead just like that evaporates for the Dragons. On the face-off, Notre Dame comes up with it. Notre Dame and Lake Orion have split the face-off so far tonight. Good defense by the Dragons to slow down that attack, make them regroup. Brisley looking for another goal. Once you taste the back of the net, you want to taste some more. Again, the Irish cycling behind the net. Dragons trying to put some pressure outside of the crease area. Good defense by Paige Lagerquist, the junior defender. Ball's on the turf, and it's come up by number 5. That's Perico. The Dragons are on the move. Guarded by number 7. That's Chapman. Dragons, nice long outlet passes. Another one. Ellie Baldwin on the move. Dishes it out. Thought she had an open cutter into the net. That was Beamer was open just slightly for a brief period. Couldn't get it to her. Aaron Humes, number 19, cycles in front of the net after giving up to number 3, Baldwin. Baldwin with the ball there on the left. High arcer and intercepted by the netminder for Notre Dame Prep. Nice strategy there. Sends it down range. Quite the heave and picked up by number 5, Bristly, and she's on the move. Nice defensive sequence for the Irish right there. Dragons a little too deliberate on their passing. Bounce off the turf and in. Number 6 for Notre Dame, Mackenzie Hannigan, the junior, tallies one and nets it at 3. 10-22 was that goal.
Mackenzie Hannigan.
I'm sensing a pattern here. These teams are pretty evenly matched. On the offensive side of the ball, I'm looking at Notre Dame. They're deliberate. They have a game plan here. And the Dragons are content to sit back and let them just kind of cycle the ball around the net. And then you see the cutters kind of cycling in through the crease area. And then they take their pick of who they can hit, who's the more open, and then they deliver the ball. If they're not open, they just do it all over again. They recycle that ball behind the net to the front. And they have a definite pattern to their offensive attack. Dragons look to be more individual on the attack. I'm not going to say they're just going to find Mackey or look for Romanski here to do all the goal scoring for them. But, and Mazinski, 2 goals for Mazinski, number 28, a sophomore midfielder. But you can see the Irish very disciplined and back into their attack mode. Going again, a save. Nicely done by the Dragon netminder number, I think it's Michaela Osborne. Again, ball on the turf, unforced error by the Dragons on the clear. Winter Mantle on the move, number 3. She gives it up near side. Claire Beasley, the junior, number 5, has the ball and 1 goal tonight already. Approaching 9 minutes left in the half. Tie game, 3-3. Going back near side. Nice passing. Notre Dame has kind of settled it into, like we said, their pattern of just kind of taking their time, ball control. If the other team doesn't have the ball, they can't score. Picking their moments, cutting inside to number 20, Jensen, and gives it up again. Notre Dame cycles it around. Battle for it. Ball's free on the turf. Again, those 50-50 balls so far are key for these possessions for Notre Dame. Near trip there, no call, play continues. Winter Hamill gives it up to number 9, that's Holly. Holly cuts inside, checked by number 20, Natalie Maki, the sophomore midfielder. Going to call a foul on Maki. Scoring opportunity here for Notre Dame. See what they do. I believe that's number 9, Holly with the ball. Waiting for the whistle. Wonder what the delay is. Dragon netminder is prepped and ready to go. Time continues to roll here. 7:40 left in the first. Not sure what the discussion is or the delay. Here we go. Shot. In. Didn't see the twinge of the net ripple, but it goes in. Dragons down 1 here in the late stages of this first half.
Number 9, Jessica Holly.
Jessica Holly on that goal. I like the Irish offensive attack. Very deliberate. The athletes are playing within themselves and within the system. And they only attack when they have an opening. So they'll hang on to the ball as long as it takes. If the Dragons aren't going to challenge them, They can continue to do so and milk that clock down. Again, ball on the turf. Key face-offs here. Battles. Again, Notre Dame comes out with it, and they're on the move. I believe that's number 8, Wallace. Wallace is on the move, continuing to roll. Again, gives it up. They decide not to pressure it. Why give up a needless turnover when you can control the ball and the clock at the same time? Inside 7 minutes here, the first half. Dragons trail Notre Dame Prep, their rival, 4-3. Dragons were up 3-1 at one point. 3 unanswered goals here by Notre Dame Prep. I want to thank you for tuning into this telecast. We have a lot of games throughout the spring season. Soccer matches coming your way. Track meet or 2. Some highlights from other sports this season. Of course, softball. We're going to try to bring you live softball on the NFHSnetwork.com with Dragon Broadcasting students in the partnership with the MHSAA. Oh, nice pass inside to the cutter, number 6. Hannigan. Wide open, cutting to the net. Just couldn't collect the ball. Good play, though. Notre Dame again picking up the loose ball. Taking their time. Dragons are content to just sit back on defense. Another cutter. Again, the ball hits the turf, and the Dragons are on the move. I think Lagerquist had that interception. Whistle blown, foul called, I believe, on the Irish. As the Dragons reset the offense, it's 26 on the move. Romanski. Referees trying to get the girls to be steady. You have to be stationary until the whistle blows. Dragons long outlet pass near side. Nice long outlet pass as the Dragons are completing them. Number 3 with the ball as Ailey Baldwin gives it up. Dragons cut inside. Shoot, score! Nice response to the 3 unanswered goals by Notre Dame Prep. The Dragons tally another one.
Another Dragon goal by number 27, Amelia Stevenson, assisted by number 3, Ellie Baldwin.
Amelia Stevenson tallies that one for the Dragons at 5:16 remaining in the first. Knotted at 4. Scoring got underway early. At 20:55, Mazinski, number 28 for the Dragons, drew first blood. Soon after, Lee, number 16 for Notre Dame, tallied one at 20:03. Since then, we've had a flurry of goals here in this first half. Back and forth affair. Kind of a momentum swing. Dragons went up 3-1 at one point. 3 unanswered by Notre Dame. Gave them a 1-goal lead, and that recent goal by Stevenson ties it up once again. Aaron Humes, number 19 with the ball, dishes behind the net. Cutting inside, nothing there. Dragons cycle it back out again. Baldwin just assisted on that last goal, dishes behind the net. Dragons cycling through, sending their cutters through. I think that was Beamer, number 2, streaking in front of the net. 19 with the ball. Humes cuts in, and she loses the handle. Looks like a slash. Slash called on number 22 for Notre Dame. Dragons going to have an opportunity here for a free shot on net. The Aaron Humes, the junior midfielder, here with the honors. Waiting for the whistle. Do you go net side? Do you go upper right 90? Try to skip it in. We'll soon see what she chooses. At 4:07 left here in the first. Dragons have a chance to tally another one. Waiting for the whistle. Here we go. She goes upper 90 and it goes in. Nicely done by number 19. Nice quick wrist shot there, Aaron Humes.
Goal for the Dragons.
3:56.
Number 19, Aaron Hummus Hughes.
Aaron Humes tallies that one to give the Dragons a 1-goal lead here. Kind of seeing a back and forth affair. Little momentum swings back and forth between each team. Couple goals here, couple goals there. Dragons 2 straight. after 3 straight by Notre Dame. Dragons have a 1-goal lead here. I think they'll redo that one again. In the past, we always seen the Dragons' offensive attack predicated on a solid face-off, and when you have talented, we'll call them face-off artists out there on the field, always can get that offense underway quickly. Gathered in by Lee, and she's on the move. Dragons try to slow her progress upfield, and they do so. Wide open pass, cleared nicely. Winter Hamill on the move. Decides to cycle it back out. She had a crease. Oh, cutting inside, shoots. And deflected out by the Dragon netminder. Out of play, and the indication is that closest player was a Notre Dame Prep Irish, and they have the ball cutting inside, going quickly. Score! Number 5, Claire Beasley. Claire Brisley for second of the night. Nicely done by the Irish. These Irish are not going away. You can tell it's a rivalry match.
The Irish, number 5, Claire Brisley.
Brisley's second goal, and the first goal of the night for Brisley was at 12:09 of the first. They did not take their time on that offensive possession after the out-of-bounds play. The immediate shot was right out front. And a quick shot, quick decision by Brisley ties this one up at 5. Great crowd on hand here. Beautiful conditions out here for this game. Encourage all our viewers to come on down to the sports complex at the high school. Grab some concessions. Cheer these student athletes on in person. Always good to get outside, get some fresh air. Dragons cycle it in the middle. Trying to look for an opening. Nothing there. Good defense. Good team defense by the Irish. Dragons go behind the net. I think that's 17, McVetti. Cycles around. Oh, Aaron. Maybe it's McGraw, number 13. Stick got high and took her down in a dangerous spot. That's dangerous. That's number 13, Aaron McGraw. She should have a free shot on goal here. See if she can tally one. Aaron McGraw, number 13, clobbered by the Irish. Time continues to roll. 2:15 left in the first. Whistle blows. She tries to attack. She doesn't shoot. Trying to get too close. Whistle blows. What are they going to say? Holding. I'm going to say against the Dragons. And the Irish dodged one there for sure. Oh, nice defensive play to stop that long outlet pass. Whistle blows. Foul on Notre Dame. White with the ball. That means the Dragons. Isabella Beamer, number 2, with the honors right here. Ready to get play underway. Time continues to roll here. 1:44. Ball is on the turf. Just trying to be scooped up by the Dragons. Nobody can grab it. Out of play. And they're going to say back to the Irish. Thought the Dragons were in possession, or closer, but no can do. Irish netminder, long heave to midfield. Ball's on the turf rolling. Dragons battling for it. Still free over by the scorer's table and out of play. Time stops at 1:23. Tie game here in the first half. Foul call. Dragons with possession coming near side. 27 with the ball. That is Stevenson. Stevenson already has a tally tonight. Stevenson rolling in. Gives it up to 34. That is Snyder. Snyder still has it. Cycles it back. Over to 20. That's Maki. Natalie Maki's been very active this evening. Riley Smith, 23, with it, and it's defended nicely by Notre Dame. Oh, nicely done from behind the back check. Dislodged the ball. Dragons trying to keep it. Again, a lot of free ball rolling around that turf. Approaching 40 seconds left in the half. Notre Dame on a charge. Will they take it coast to coast? We'll see. Still having in possession, coming near side. Collision there. Time stops at 32.3. Foul on number 2 for the Dragons. It's Beamer. Notre Dame has it. Cutting inside. Will they get it? Oh!
Come on, where's the call?
Check up in the shoulder. High stick. No call. Play continues. I was thinking that the head whip was, I don't know, acting. Notre Dame player goes down in a heat. Play continues, and then very deliberate here. They're going to have to shoot here pretty soon. 8 seconds left to go. Don't have a lot of time. Time management here, trying to cut inside with the cutter. It's Lee. Lee still has it, trying to do a wraparound. No good. Dragons on the defense, and that'll be the end of the first half. Wow, what a flurry to close out the first half. Dragons tied with Notre Dame 5-all. Second half should be exciting. Stick around. We'll be back after this short timeout. You're watching Orion TV's coverage of Dragon Sports. Stay tuned.
The North Oakland Household Hazardous Waste Program kicks off its 2019 season with an event at Oxford Middle School on Saturday, April 13th from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Volunteers will be on hand to collect cleaners, paint, bleach, batteries, antifreeze, motor oil, electronics, and more. The event is free for residents of Lake Orion. Collection events will also take place at Oakland University on June 22nd, Oakland County Service Center campus in Pontiac on July 20th, Oakland Community College Highland Lakes campus in Waterford on September 7th, and again at the Oakland County Service Center campus in Pontiac on October 12th. For a complete list of acceptable items and other information, visit nohaz.com or call their hotline at 248-858-5656.
Second half about to get underway here at Dragon Stadium on the campus of Lake Orion High School. Notre Dame Fighting Irish taking on your hometown Dragons. Start of the second half here, tied at 5. Notre Dame had a chance to go ahead 1 with about 8 seconds left in that first half. Dragons defense stood tall to turn them away. First half saw a back and forth affair. A lot of swings and momentum. Dragons tallied a couple goals. They were up 3-1 at one point. Notre Dame stormed back to a 4-3 lead. And since then, it's just been trading goals back and forth between both teams. Dragons will be attacking here on your right side, wearing the white, Notre Dame in the green. Very deliberate offense by Notre Dame. Very patient. Dragons on the shot there and turned away by the Notre Dame netminder, and she comes way out of her position. See that quite a bit. She'll hustle back in between the pipes as the ball goes downfield. Notre Dame is on the run on the outlet. Gives it up to Lee in the shorts there. Dishes it over once again, and the offense sets up. See if they change their pacing a little bit to kind of lull the Dragons into a change of tendencies here. Shoot, skips off the turf, and it'll roll out of play, and I believe Notre Dame will still have possession. As the Notre Dame player in the hoodie was the last to be near the ball as it rolled out of play. 6 with the ball, that's Hannigan. Ball's on the turf, rolling. Notre Dame scoots it up. Not a lot of pressure by the Dragons. They're just content to sit back in their defensive formation. More like a zone defense as opposed to a man pressure. Good pressure out there by the Dragons. The ball is up there on the right. Coming in the middle, free ball. Scooped up by the Dragons. Collision from behind. Whistle for the foul. I believe that's number 20. Caitlin Jensen. Dragons on the move. Number 12 showing some speed. Olivia Carroll, the junior attacker, still rolling. She's ahead in number 19. It's Aaron Humes. Humes has 1 tally on the night. Pass in the middle. Little give and go action. Didn't quite pan out the way the Dragons wanted it. Passing it out to number 20. That is Maki. Humes with it. Dishes it behind the net. Dragons cycle it behind the net. Cutting inside, short angle. Where's the ball? I think it's hit the post. Nice save there by the Notre Dame Prep netminder. Time continues to run here as Notre Dame tries to bring the ball out. Nicely done. Ball is on the turf. Turn around. Lee with it, and she starts to the move. Lee has one tally tonight, number 16. Dangerous pass into the middle, but finds its mark. Notre Dame on the move in the clear. Can they get a shot off? No. We're going to call a foul on Lake Orion. This should be a free shot on goal here for Notre Dame. I believe it's number 9. Jessica Holly will have the honors. As the players get set here. Whistle. Quick shot. Just wide of the net. Should be Notre Dame ball after that shot. Just wide left. Lights are on here at Dragon Stadium. Getting a little chilly as that sun has crept behind us down below the horizon. Still a nice night, just a little more brisk without the heat from the sun. Not much wind to speak of. Waiting for play to continue after the ball was out of play. Bryn Cadwell, number 2, tries to pass it over to 6. So what is that? Hannigan, she drops it, gathers it in, gets it over to Lee. Dragon defense pinches it in. Nicely done. Lee still has it out front, number 16. Dishes it in the middle. Little wrinkle in the offensive attack. We haven't seen that move yet. Dragons showing some speed. Nice tenacity by number 16, Lee, for Notre Dame to gather that one in. Thought that was heading the other way for sure. Hannigan with it. Dishes it behind the net. Near interception by the Dragons, number 17, McVetti. Just a game of inches here. The Dragons just a half step off. Slippery player is number 6. That's Hannigan. Whirling Dervish out there just cycling in, cycling out, keeping the Dragon defense off balance. Ball on the turf. Dragons scoop it up. That's Mackey. Dragons are on the move looking for the long outlet pass, and they have it. They're on the move. That's Olivia Carroll with the ball looking for another pass up front. Nicely done. 34 has it. That's Anna Snyder. What can she do with it? Looking to the middle for the opening for the cutter. Nobody there. Snyder still with the ball. 34 cycles it out front and gives it up. Dragons settle in on offense. See what they do here. See if the passing's a little more crisp than we saw in the first half. Ball hit the turf quite a bit in period 1. Cutter inside. Tough shot. Just wide right. Low. Out of play. What are they going to say? Ball goes to Notre Dame. Yep, ball goes to Notre Dame. Near interception deep in the end. That was number 19, Aaron Humes, putting the pressure on the Irish. Steal here could be a great setup for an offensive charge here for Lake Orion, but it looks like Notre Dame will be able to run it free out. Eyes downfield looking for that outlet pass. Finds it midfield. Scooped up nicely by number 9. That's Jessica Holly. Holly dishes it up. The attack comes in. 1-on-2. Down low shot. Score. Didn't see the ripple on the net, but Notre Dame tallies one here at 18:36 of the second. Take a 1-goal lead.
Okay.
Trying to get a jersey number on that goal.
Goal for the Irish, number 5, Claire Brisley.
That's Brisley. Her third of the game. Hat trick here for number 5. 18:36 of the second. A little fast break action here for Notre Dame. Decided to attack the middle of that defense for Lake Orion and to pay dividends. Irish up 1-0. Cross was high, dislodged the ball, foul called. Sydney Mazensky with the ball. Dishes it up. Dragons on the move. Mackey has it. Setting up that offense. Still alive here to the left. Dragons looking to cut in. A little one-on-one action. A lot of individual moves out there. Reset that offense again. Looking to attack. Is that 25, 26? Is that Romansky? Been quiet tonight. Only one goal for number 26. She had, 8 goals coming into this this contest after 2 games. Ooh, nice point blank shot and in. And that was 26. What do you say? It's like a interactive television. 26 hasn't scored a goal, and she says, oh, yeah? And Tally's won at 17:33 the second. Nice response by the Dragons to knot it at 6.
Another Dragon goal by number 26, Allison Romansky.
Romansky's second goal of the game. 2 goals by Mazinski. Single goals by Stevenson and Humes. Rounds out the Dragons scoring here so far in this contest. 17:33 to remain in regulation. Mackey on the faceoff. Nice high one. Dragons are going to scoop this one up and have it. And they're on the move. Nice speed by number 28, Mazinski. Dragons lose possession. A secondary pass has caused them some issues all night long. Dragons there trying to scoop it up. Just get control of that thing. Slippery out there. Olivia Carroll, number 12, with the balls, cruising up that right side. Cycles it back to Humes. Number 19 has it. Changes hands with a cross. Cuts back to her right. Oh, nice feint to the left and just nothing there. Collision. Call a cross check there by the Irish. Should have a... Let's see what we have. I think it's a clear shot to the goal, but the angle is tough. Dragons might look at a cutter for a pass or get it out front. Humes just brings it out front to reset the offense. Dishes to number 12. Carroll. Mackey with the ball, cutting in all alone. Nice defense. Look, all a hack on Mackey on that, a foul on Lake Orion. Saw a similar hack like that to dislodge the ball, but Irish have it, and they're on the move. Tied at 6. No major mistakes for either team this time in the match when you're tied up. Humes with the ball. Dishes it behind the net. Cycles it back around. Backhand! Nice save by the Irish netminder. Key saves by their goaltender tonight. Sporting number 0. Still holding it. The goalie for Notre Dame Prep still has it. Everybody scrambling around. Goalie still has it. Just walking it out as easy as you please. Time continues to roll. Taking her time. Humes decides to come over and challenge. Ball's on the turf. Dragons looking to scoop. 50. Oh, nice near steal there by the Dragons. 22's on the move. That's Topolewski. Splitting that Dragon defense. Foul call on the chop there by number 27. That is Amelia Stevenson on defense. Cutting inside number 6. Hannigan. A lot of lacrosse players have a background in soccer. Now Stevenson for Lake Orion. Longtime travel soccer player. Nice athlete. Strong, a lot of speed. Sophomore. Good addition to this lacrosse club. Ball is out of play. Notre Dame will have it in that back corner. Approaching 14 minutes left in this second half. In regulation, tied at 6. See what Notre Dame can do here on this possession. Cycling it out front to number 8, that is Wallace. Nothing there. Drifting right. Gives up the ball. I think that's Winterhamel. Coming back to number 3. Winterhamel has it now out front. Cycling it to 1 to Curie. Hannigan to the back of the net. Caldwell with it. Nice defense by number 41, Hessano for Lake Orion. Ball's behind the net, being cycled around. Tight defense played by Lake Orion. Nowhere to go with that ball. Notre Dame trying to find cutters in front of the net. Cycling through is Winterhamel. Nice cut in by number 2, Caldwell, but she loses the handle on the ball. Foul is called, and they're going to say it is on Lake Orion, saying that the cross got too close to the visor and the face of Notre Dame. So a point-blank shot here coming for the Irish. Number 2, Bryn Caldwell, was fouled and has the ball 15 feet away from the net, all alone. See if Osborne can stop this one here. Game again, 12:43 left in the half, 6-6 game. Waiting for the whistle as the referee gets everybody in position. There's a whistle. There's a shot. Deflected out. Nicely done by Osborne. Dragons are on the move on the near side. Nice outlet pass by the Dragons. Number 9's on the move. That's McKiernan. Still with it. Notre Dame a little bit on their heels. McKiernan drops it, regathers it in. 12:07 left in the second half, tie game. Inside presence there, nice pass inside, can't get it off. Tough pinpoint passing inside the crease. And out of play, what are they going to say? Notre Dame ball. Notre Dame ball. I thought the Dragons were there. Ooh, dangerous pass back to the Irish netminder. Clearing pass up to the near side. Dragons have it after it was on the turf. Number 13 for the Dragons, Aaron McGraw, jumped to the turf. No call. Play continues. Pinched in between two players. Just mugged out there. Plays on the. Now the play is stopped. A lot of contact out there, more contact than I'm used to seeing, going uncalled. Clock continues to run, 11:10 left here in the second half, tied at 6. I say contact by number 3, that's Winterhamel for the Fighting Irish. Number 13, McGraw for the Dragons after the whistle to start play has it. Met by Lee. Tries to roll left to the net. No can do. Gives up the pass to Humes. Humes probes inside, straight up in front of the net. Can't pull the trigger. Dishes to number 17, Vetti. Vetti still has it. Dodging the defensive traffic there by Lee. Still has it out front, number 17. McVetti, the sophomore defender. Over to number 2, Isabella Beamer. Dishing off to the right, that's Maki. Maki looking for the centering pass, has it. Oh, just missed, my word. Had Allison Romansky right there, went far right 90 and just missed. Dragons with it. Dumped to the turf, no call. Ball's free on the turf, Irish trying to bring it up. Still free out front, dangerous spot, Dragons have it, shoots. Saved by the Irish. Just a load of traffic in front of that crease. But Notre Dame's netminder was there to clean it up. Approaching 9.5 minutes left here in this second half of regulation. Still tied at 6. Foul called on number 9 for the Dragons. McKiernan. Notre Dame on the move after the restart of play. Emma Wallace has it. Right at the midfield logo. Dishes it to the right side on the right wing. Streaking up that right wing. Dragons trip and fall on the turf, taking down Notre Dame. That's to be a foul. Who's that? 27, I think Amelia Stevenson lost her footing there. This is artificial turf. If you're not used to running on it, sometimes turf monster can come up and bite you. Play about to get underway after the stoppage and the foul. Irish have it, dish it out to Lee. Lee wide open out front. Can't pull the trigger. Maki closes the distance. Lee rolls to the right and cycles it back out to reset that offense. Lee dishes to number 8, that's Wallace. Near side of 9, that's Holly. Cycling it around. Same offense we've seen since the start. Very patient, very methodical. Ball's out front to Lee. Dragon defense trying to push out a little bit further. Ball's on the turf. Another foul coming. And what do they say? Looks like Dragon ball. Yeah, foul behind the net on the Irish. Dragon again, that long outlet pass. We've seen that all game long. They've had some 6, but it's turned over. Irish on the move. Settle it down. Cycling around. Cutting into the middle. We've seen that before, cutting in. Trying to get the shot off. Ball was on the turf. Foul called. Jessica Holly, number 9 for the Irish. Spinning into the crease area, and the foul calls, and she'll have an opportunity here point blank after the foul. 7:03 left in this contest, tied at 6. Key possession here for the Irish. Nice save by the green and white. Irish have it back again, reset that offense. They attack quickly. Stepping in, score! Huge goal for Notre Dame. Didn't get a number. Is that 6:47 left? Is that Holly again? Good goal by the Irish. 1 goal lead late.
Number 5, Claire Brisley.
Claire Brisley. Again, Brisley, that is her 4th goal of the night. Brisley showing some offensive firepower there, the junior. Dragons win the faceoff, and they're on the move. Offense sets up. Ball rotates behind the net. Taking their time. Rolling around. Ball on the turf. Coming out front to 28. Bazinski, foul called. Whistle blows. Notre Dame called on the harm there. 19 for the Dragons. Erin Humes will have the honors here. See if she takes a quick shot. Decides not to and just resets the offense. Romanski with the ball up front, 26. Ooh, near interception. Humes has it. Rotates left, goes right. Tries to spin out. Collision, ball's on the turf once again. Unforced error. Dragons trying to scoop it up and get control. Slippery out there tonight. Dragons grab it. Reset that offense. Comes out of the back of the net. Players rotating around. Lee on the defensive show there for the Irish. McKiernan, number 9, has it out front. Rotates to her left. Cutter to the net. Dumps it inside. Good defense by the Irish. Lee comes up with it, and she's on the move. Outlet pass. Bounces off the turf. 4-goal scorer tonight is Brisley, and she's on the move. Coming through that Dragon defense. Decides to rotate around to the back of the net on the left. Ooh, cutter in the middle was wide open. Couldn't get it to her. Dragons have it, and they're moving. Long outlet pass once again. Ball is on the turf. Another outlet pass. Here we go. Dragons just can't connect on those passes. Humes battling down there, number 19. Some collision there with the Irish. Yes, that's an easy foul. Call it number 17. That's Chloe Shango. Humes with the ball. Number 19 with it. Inside out move. Rolling to the net. Nope. Rolls back outside. Number 72. I think it's 22. Topolewski all over. Ball is still at that left side. Cutting inside. Trying to go to that forehand. Dragons still have it. Not Humes has it. Number 19. Is that Baldwin, number 3. Hard to discern these numbers tucked into their waist. Ball is out of play. Looks like it'll be Dragon balls. Time still continues. Dragons working this clock down. Got to get something going here pretty quickly. 3:40 left in this game. Notre Dame up 1. Pretty bad. It's a back and forth affair all game long. A lot of streak goals here. Dragons with the ball. They cut inside. Score! Clutch goal by the green and white. Looks like number 3 had it. That was Baldwin. At 3:27 left in the contest.
Goal for the Dragons, number 3, Ellie Baldwin. Timeout, Notre Dame.
Timeout, Notre Dame. We'll be back after this short break. Stay tuned. And we're back. Still in a timeout situation. What a game we have here. Back and forth affair. Tied at 7. 3:27 left in regulation. What we've seen, though, is that both teams seem to respond after a goal and score rather quickly. So here's a scoring summary in the first. Notre Dame tacked on 5 goals in the first, 2 in the second half. 5 goals for the Dragons in the first, 2 in the second half. Scoring got underway at 20:55 in the first by Mazinski for Lake Orion. Lee tied it up at 1 at 20:03. Mazinski has 2 goals on the night for Lake Orion. Romanski has 2 goals. So they're spreading the scoring out as we reset this face-off. Humes has the honors for Lake Orion in the white. Key face-off here for both squads. Dragons have it. Lee on the defense for the Irish. Temperatures dipping here at Lake Orion High School, going down below the comfortable level. Might have an issue with some of the passing accuracy. Approaching 3 minutes left in this contest, tied at 7. Key possession here. Each possession from here on out is very important. Humes with the ball behind the net. Cycling in. Trying to roll to the net. Does not find an opening. Dishes off. Out front, Dragons have a score. Oh, what a save. Key save by the Irish there. Irish netminder not pleased that the Dragons will retain possession of that ball. Looked pretty close to me. Dragons rolling out again. Oh, turnover. We'll see who has the ball. Boy, they're just scrambling for it. 2:20 left in this game. Dragons come up with it out of a crowd. Oh, again on the turf. Really battling out there. Willing to call. Can't tell, holding foul or something. Foul on the Irish. Dragons with the ball. 2 minutes left here in this second half. Tied at 7. Dragons tie it up at 3 with 3:27 to go with a goal by Baldwin. Oh, misplayed by usually the sure-handling Natalie Maki. Irish on the move. Foul called on the green and white. Clock continues to roll, though. Dragon defense needs to stand tall here to preserve overtime. Irish have found success running in the open field. on at least a couple goals tonight. Exciting finish here. Lake Orion can't pull the trigger. It gets out. It looks like a save. Deflected down. Foul called. Clock has stopped at 1:17. And they're issuing a yellow card, it looks like, to Notre Dame. So Dragons should get possession of this after the foul call, and they do. Dragon netminder slings it out to midfield. Intercepted by Lee, still free on the turf. Picked up by the Irish, and they're on the move. That's number 9, Jessica Holly. Holly has a couple goals tonight, or at least one goal tonight. Foul on the green and white as we're creeping towards 60 seconds left in regulation. And it looks like timeout call. Gonna talk this one over with 61 seconds left in this tie game. We'll step away, be back after this short timeout. ONTV's coverage of Dragon Sports continues. Stay tuned. Just breaking up from the timeout here at Dragon Stadium. Tie ball game. Notre Dame Prep in town to take on your hometown Dragons. Dragons come into this contest sitting at 1-1 on the season. One loss to the Oxford Wildcats and a win against Huron. And in a battle here at home. Tied 7-7. 61 seconds to go. Irish with the ball. Cycling it behind the net. Dragon defense sticking to all the Notre Dame players out front. No outlet pass. Emily Stevenson on the defense there for the Dragons. Ball is still outside, I believe, in Wintermantle's possession. That's number 5, Claire Beasley. Brisley with the ball. I think they're going to ride this one out or hold on to it for a last-second shot. We'll see what happens. Not sure you want to wait that long with it. Brisley, 4 goals on the night for number 5. Rotates behind the net, still has it. Hounded by Lake Orion's number 26, that's Romansky. Looks like they're going to kill this one off. Didn't take a shot on goal, and it is loose on the turf. Dragons on the move, 2 seconds to go. And a misplaced pass, and they calling a foul with 1/10 of a second left. It looks like it. Looks like we're headed to overtime. And that's the ball game. For the regulation, we're moving on to overtime. Tied at 7. Don't go nowhere. Should be exciting. ONTV's coverage of Dragon Sports continues after this short timeout. Stay tuned. We're in overtime. Women's varsity lacrosse here for the ONTV's first spring game of the season. What a way to launch the spring broadcast season. Overtime here with the Notre Dame Prep, Fighting Irish, and your hometown Lake Orion Dragons. 3 minutes of overtime to start it off. First half of overtime. Face-off won by the Irish. Boy, any goal here to start off overtime is a huge opportunity for the team who can find the back of the net. Lee dishes it over again. Looks like the usual starters out here that we saw at the outset of this contest for the Irish and Lake Orion. Irish setting up their offense. Hounded by 2 defenders. Lee has it in the middle, sporting number 6. Brave out here in this cold weather with uncovered arms. Oh, near interception by the Lake Orion Dragons, and the Dragon netminder scoops it up. Harassed by the Notre Dame defense and hit on the head. Yeah, that's a no-no. That'll be a yellow card here for the Fighting Irish. Didn't get a number on the offender. Dragons with the ball with 2:01 left in the first half of overtime. Again, the outlet pass is serving the Dragons well as they try to move up the field very quickly as you see the defense getting in position. Ball's on that far right side. Dragons taking their time just to move the ball behind the net. Trying to find an opening. They do. Shoot. Score. That was an odd play. Notre Dame just kind of standing around, but the Dragons tally the first goal of overtime. 134.
Another Dragon goal by number 26, Allison Romansky.
Romansky on the goal. Again, Romansky came into this game with 8 goals through the first 2 games. Today she has 3 goals, so a hat trick for Romansky in this contest. None bigger than the one that just took place to take the lead here in overtime. Again, only a 3-minute overtime first half, and then I believe they play a second half of overtime. Notre Dame moving a little more quickly here on offense. They lose it. Dragons have it, and they're on the move. A lot of contact there in midfield. Oh, a nice pass there by the Dragons to move it up. Maki's on the move. In and out. Trying to cut it inside. Still has possession. Just lost possession. Good defense by number 20, Caitlin Jensen of Notre Dame. Notre Dame has it. Trying to get it out of their defensive end. Goes to their goalie, and she heaves a long one. Notre Dame's had a hard time on those long outlet passes. Dragons have seemed to connect a little bit easier on those. And collision foul coming. Called on Notre Dame. Humes with the ball, number 19. Clock has stopped for some reason. Should be running. Little hang up there in the clock at 10 seconds again. I believe they play a second half of overtime. Dragons in position. Oh, what a save. Romansky was there on the shot. Nice pass into the crease area. It's like 4/10 to go here in this, or 4 seconds to go here in this first overtime. Dragons have possession. Shots on goal, as you can see, the home team 17 to Notre Dame's 14. It's been an even game throughout. Clock is all messed up. Yeah, having issues with the clock here. There was 4 seconds on the clock when they were inbounding the ball from the back line. And they'll have to sort this out. Unfortunate delay here. Good game, though. If this is your first lacrosse match here on Orion Neighborhood Television, thank you for tuning in. I'm your announcer, Ian Locke, here for Orion Neighborhood Television. We have a lot of games lined up for this spring season, including a full slate of home softball matches, and soccer games, more lacrosse, and highlights from other Dragon sports until the end of the school year, actually. Working with Dragon Broadcasting and the students at Lake Orion High School, as they're still having issues with this clock.
You want me to go to Lake Orion?
And I think they're calling that's the end of the first overtime. All right, everybody's taking to their benches and chat about the second overtime coming up just next. Dragons lead it by 1. Stay tuned. Watching ONTV's coverage of Dragon sports.
The Orion Area Chamber of Commerce invites you to come out to the 2019 Healthy Body, Healthy Mind Expo on Saturday, April 27th from 1 to 4 p.m. at the Orion Center. Local businesses will be on hand to offer information geared toward improving physical, mental, and emotional well-being in the community. Topics include health, nutrition, fitness, environment, finance, and more. This year's expo will coincide with Orion Township's annual Green Up event. Volunteers will gather at the Orion Center at 1 p.m. and will be assigned an area in the community that can benefit from a little spring cleaning. For more information on the Chamber Expo, visit orionareachamber.com. If you'd like to get involved in Orion Township's Green Up event, call 248-391-0304 extension 3500 or visit orionparks.com.
Back here. Home game here for the Dragons, a tight one with Notre Dame Prep. Definitely a rivalry game for these two teams. Developed it over years of competition as the Dragons started their program, about a decade ago. And we're getting a treat tonight, that's for sure. 8-7, Dragons lead here with 3 minutes to go in the second overtime. Just about to get underway here. This was a game of streaks. Multiple goals by both teams to take a lead. Dragons were up 3-1 at one point, and Notre Dame battled back. Number 5, Brisley for the Fighting Irish is the story of the game with 4 goals. Notre Dame attacking very quickly, and they get out, score! What a way to start the second overtime. My word. 12 seconds in, and they score the equalizer. I believe that was Lee. My word, what an answer to the Dragons. I do believe that was Lee. Wait for the official announcement, but just 12 seconds in overtime. Second overtime.
Number 5, Claire Brisley.
Oh, Brisley with her 5th. I'd say assists to Lee on that one. Brisley with her 5th goal tonight. Dragons now 2:41 to work with. What can they do? On their home turf, Humes dishes it up. Nice room to roll in there for the Dragons. Can they get a shot off? Oh, it just falls out of the basket. Lee has it, and she's on the move. Still battling out there. Key possessions now. You hear the anticipation of the crowd as Notre Dame is on a roll here. On that left wing. Just misplaced that pass. That was a very good idea. It was at number 9. I think Holly got it into the left side of the net, but just misplayed it. Did her teammate. So Dragons dodge that fast break by the Irish. Cutting in. Good defense to knock that ball loose. Dragons are trying to clear it out. 2 Irish battling with 1 white jersey out there, and the whistle blows. And Lake Orion ball. 1:44 to work with here for Lake Orion. Outlet pass nicely done. Skips off the turf, and the Dragons have it. They're on the move on the far side. Trying to work it back towards the middle, and a turnover. Irish on the move. Oh, boy. Unforced turnover by the Dragons. Notre Dame in position here to try to get something going here to take the lead in the 1:19 left to go in this game. Dragons on their heels. Jessica Holly, number 9, going to the attack. Goes into the crease. And good defense by the green and white. And they work it out. They're on the move, working with 1:03 left in this game. Good speed by Notre Dame. Some hack and foul called on Lee. Time stops at 58 seconds. McVetti with the ball, number 17. She's going to take it. Time rolling. Not a lot of time to take your time. Just it over to the far side. Dragons offensive players getting in position. Probably roll it behind the net, looking for a cutter in the middle. Dragon offense clears out. Wide open in the middle. They're going to go one-on-one. Dragons can't get the shot off. Humes dishes back behind the net. Oh, off the crossbar. I think that was Maki. Nice pass by Humes back to Maki, who she drew a double team. Maki shoots it at a tough angle. Hits the crossbar. 24 seconds, 23 seconds to go. Time is ticking. Dragons one last offensive set here. Cutting in, Dragons. Nice save by the Irish. Whistle blows. Clock finally stops. 7.8 to go, and they just dish it out. Can they get one more shot off? 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. That's the ball game. Didn't shoot. Oh, clock awareness by Notre Dame. They had a chance. Both teams had a chance with little time on the clock, but it looks like we're coming out with a 8-8 draw. All that action for a tie. Wow. Dragons so far, say, improve, or their record adjusts to 1-1-1 on the season. What a game by both squads. And we encourage all of our viewers to tune into some replays on these Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays, and Sundays at 7 p.m. for Game of the Week. And be sure to watch our YouTube channel and our soon-to-launch video-on-demand system here at ONTV. I want to thank our director, Joey Tysick, and all the crew for shooting this broadcast. And I'm your announcer, Ian Locke. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next time here on Orion Neighborhood Television coverage of Dragon Sports. Good night, everybody.